An evil foster mother has been jailed for 6 years for forcibly starving an orphan boy to skin and bones so she could claim sickness and disablement state handouts which she frittered on luxuries. Lyubov Korotkova sobbed in an iron cage in a Russian court before she was led away to start her sentence. The wicked carer was convicted of special cruelty, humiliation and torture and starving and drugging him for 8 years and fooling doctors into thinking he had a rare and inexplicable disease. She falsely claimed around £50,000 in state handouts, and for a total of 7 years up to the age of 11 the boy, named as Valery Kondorov, lived in a grave medical condition. She must now pay this money back in full and hand over more than £8,000 in moral damages to the child who was removed from her care as soon as her cruelty was exposed. Before she was exposed, Korotkova in her 40s was seen as our local hero in her city Magadan for lovingly caring for an exceptionally ill child. In fact, she had forcibly reduced his weight by starving him of food and plying him with drugs to feign serious illness. The malnutrition was so severe that the 11-year-old boy had the weight of a 4-year-old child, said Svetlana Petrenko of the Russian Federal Investigative Committee. The child is now recovering his health with a new foster mother, but his life had been in acute danger with Korotkova, say medics. For 8 years she deliberately was not feeding her foster child in order to register him as disabled and receive benefits and sickness payments, said Petrenko. During all these years the woman was seeing many different doctors with her child, asking them to check him for multiple diseases, including cancer. As a result, the doctors who were cheated could not pinpoint the right diagnosis. The suspicions of a senior doctor who eventually examined the child led to the boy being removed from her care and her being unmasked as a cheat. The medic found the child was entirely healthy apart from the appalling damage inflicted by the toaster mother. At the age of 11, Valerie was just 3 feet 5 inches tall, more like a 5-year-old. The court was told she deliberately hatched a criminal plan to steal benefits and hid her scheme even from her husband Andrei, who helped her care for the child. She starved him and made him take medical drugs to build up the clinical manifestation of a stomach disease. She also homeschooled the boy, so he was never seen by teachers. The investigative committee was told, having cheated the doctors, she managed to register her child as handicapped and started receiving financial assistance, compensation and other allowances. Initially, local officials Magadan did not believe the allegations against the heroic woman and staged a public campaign to have the boy returned to Korotkova. Kremlin children's ombudsman Anna Kuznetsova stepped in to prevent this happening. Korotkova, who denied her guilt, was seen in a video as she was sentenced. She was convicted of the intentional infliction of a grave injury to a minor, leaving him in a helpless state. Her actions were conducted with special cruelty and amounted to torture. She was found guilty of failing to carry out her foster mother duties raising the child and of swindling the state out of benefit cash. She was reported to have frittered the cash on luxuries. The boy is now being cared for permanently by Svetlana Suleimanova, a psychologist who treated him immediately he was freed from his life of hell with Korotkova and flown 3,800 miles to Moscow.